Welcome to the Gobbler Coaches Show. My partner Ray and I are here with Coach Jared Fekoch. Coach, congratulations. Another big victory in the area round last week against Hampshire Finette. A game where you got behind early, but fought back, scoring on the kickoff, the very next kickoff, and never relinquished the lead.
Yeah, I think obviously that was huge after them going down and scoring there at the beginning. It's kind of funny. You look back at the game against them a year ago, and we started off the game with a big kickoff return that kind of set the tone. And I think that kind of set the tone as well as we started going. And then the defense just, played lights out, and our offense was clicking there in the first half as well as it's been. And so luckily we were able to build and build us a good lead. Turn the ball over there in the first half a couple times. We got hit. I think if we don't get hit, we're probably going to go up another score on them because we actually had Gibby running wide open down the middle of the field on the first interception. And then on the second, Mason was just trying to make a play, and, that's what we tell him to do. That's what I tell him to do. He's going to be a playmaker. And so, sometimes those things happen. Luckily, our defense, almost held him out on the second pick. We had him down to fourth down. But, we knew we felt like we could control the line of scrimmage in the second half. And so we slowed it down a little bit in the second half and did some little more ball control. But, was able to put up 10 more, which ended up being huge and being the difference in the game. And so was really proud of the kids on how they handled themselves, towards the end and the way things went down. But, our kids have done a really good job of trying to stay focused and disciplined on things because, there's emotions running out there for everybody. And usually the second guy's the one that gets caught, but I didn't think our kids reacted at all, to some of the things that were going on. So really proud of those guys in that sense. And so, but overall, just a great team effort. It took special teams to do it. It took defense, offense, and so played a really good Hampshire Finette, really athletic football team, and was able to come away with the victory again.
That was one of the things I was going to bring up. Your kids kept their composure there towards the end when it could have gone the other way. So credit to you and your staff at keeping those kids
for sure
focused.
Yeah, there's a standard. I think there's a standard around Cuero football that we're going to play you tough, but we're going to try to play with class when it's all said and done. And for the most part, you try to. Even when you're dealing with 15 to 18-year-old kids, their emotions can get out of check at times, and sometimes some of those things are understandable, but you still want, we're going to try to, we go by E plus R equals O, and, how we respond to things are the outcomes we want to get. And, we kind of knew we were moving on, and, it's what we kind of told them, hey, guys, we need everybody going into next week. And so you do something that gets you thrown out the game and you can't play a half next week, that's going to, that could cripple the football team. And so, we got a goal, and sometimes our goals help us, help drive our decisions. And so that's kind of some of the things that went down.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We joked on the broadcast a little bit. I reference back to John Madden. It's never good when the ref throws his hat. That means he doesn't have any more flags to throw.
Yeah.
And that happened a couple times. They had 2 people ejected.
Yeah.
19 penalties on Hampshire Finette in the second half. I miscounted by 1. I don't know if you heard me say 20 the other night, but it was 19. But,
and like I said, our kids played through it. Because there were numerous times we could have reacted to situations, and I'm sure there were some things that didn't get called. But, the focus was on our football team, and I think that was the most important thing, out of the kids.
Well, and I think, from a statistical standpoint, what I enjoyed seeing was, we jumped up, they scored, and then we scored 34 unanswered.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the 2 unfortunate turnovers, both tips, but you came back out. And even though we didn't score the first possession of the,
I know.
We went down and got the field goal. Your special teams play, but we can play the up tempo. But you intentionally slowed it down, and I think that's smart. When you hit, why not? I mean, 9 possessions in the first half for each team, 4 possessions each in the second half. So contrasting styles, but I thought your kids. Did really well. I don't know that I've ever seen. I think they had 121 yards. Hampshire Finette did on the last touchdown drive because they'd make 20 yards and they'd get 20 yards of penalties and they'd make 30 yards and they get. And again, at that point, you're under a minute and you're up 44-27 at that point. So, you just want the clock to run.
Want the clock to run. That's exactly right.
So, but good job.
Good deal. Well, congratulations on that victory last week. Doesn't get any easier.
Nope.
We're in the regionals now, facing the Jasper Bulldogs.
Yeah.
We're taping this thing on Tuesday, folks. So, Coach, what are you going to see on Friday, both offense and defense, against Jasper?
Well, we're going to see a lot of speed. We're going to see a ton of size. We're going to see a very, very good football team. I know their record sits at 8-4, but I don't think that in any way, shape, or form, shows what they are. They've lost a couple close ones to Hampshire Finette and Silsby, and they were in both of those games, and so they very well could have 10 wins. And so they've got some dudes now. Defensively, they kind of run the same type of defense as we've been seeing. They're in a 3-4 front. They'll move some guys around, but it's led kind of by their linebacker number 4, Ty Anthony Smith. I think he's committed to A&M or somewhere right now. I know he's a Power 5 guy. He's got a ton of offers. I know, heck, he's got one from Bama, I'm pretty sure. And he flies to the ball. He's got as much speed as we've seen out of anybody on the defensive side. But it's not just him. They've got 3 D linemen that are really, really good. They've got their secondary is solid. They can man you up and create some problems because they can put some more guys in the box. So we're going to have to be very solid, on the offensive side. But one thing, I know our kids, and when I told those kids last week, we kind of hung our hat on our offensive line last week, and they got the job done. And so, those guys have been playing really well, and they've got a ton of confidence. And so, we're looking forward to another great battle, and I think it'll be one in the trenches on both sides. And so then offensively, their running back can go, their quarterback can go, number 9. The Armstrong kid, I think he's about 6'5", weighs about 250. He's as big a kid as we've seen all year long. So they're going to be in the gun for the most of the time, and trying to get to the edges, a lot of similar things, a little bit of what we do when it comes to blocking schemes, but we're going to have to keep them in front of us because if their running back breaks, pretty much everybody we've watched all year long hadn't caught him. And so, but we've got a good game plan. We've had a good couple days of work so far, and got looking forward to a couple more. Our kids are focused in. And so, just like, in the last few games, I think our special teams are going to be big, in all aspects of it, whether we get points on it or whether we've created points, by blocking punts and such. So I think they're going to play a big part in it. So the team that probably turns the ball over less has got a best chance to win. It's going to be a very, very solid football team. This is a group of kids I remember 2 or 3 years ago, even before I got to Cuero. I know this group that are seniors, they had talked about these guys as sophomores as being very, very good, and a group they were very, really looking forward to. So now they're seniors, and so we're gonna have to play really well. But like I said, our kids have a goal, and I think we're focused up right now pretty well. And so it's been fun practicing without school. You get that opportunity during Thanksgiving, and so we're looking forward to the opportunity to get a chance to play another one.
Anything on Jasper, Ray?
We've never played them. I noted what you just said. They had 26 seniors. That's a lot of seniors.
Yeah, a lot of seniors. Like I said, they've got, I think they've got 4 kids that got Power 5 offers. I know 4 does. I think 9 does. I'm not sure the other ones, but they've got some kids that are long, lanky, fast, that can run, football players. And so, we're going to have to be very disciplined in what we do and be physical. But our kids, they do those things.
You mentioned, it's a holiday week. Tell the folks out there that are listening, kind of what is your schedule? How does your schedule change some?
We change everything up a little bit. We normally go in the mornings, but, obviously with school, we got to go to school. But we do all of it in the morning now. So we
just not quite as early.
Not quite as early. I do let the kids sleep in a little bit. But, we come in at 8. And get out of here at about noon. We stay on the field for a couple hours, and then we'll get in the weight room and we'll get some film done. Today we were fortunate enough to get fed by Mr. Smith, and Mr. Kubish came over here and made pork steaks for the kids, and so they enjoyed that. And those are perks of playing, I think, at Thanksgiving times like this where people want to feed us and those types of things like that, and the kids really fired up about it.
I'm laughing because last Friday night walking out, Road Stadium. And I'm sorry, when they don't have their numbers on, I don't know everybody's face because we see them in a helmet with the number. But had to have been one of your juniors or seniors who had been through it before, was talking to somebody who was probably a freshman or sophomore, and he said, yeah, the best thing about next week is we get to eat during, after practice. He said, that's the best thing. He said, it may be better food than I eat on Thanksgiving, but we get to eat all week.
And we will, we'll work out on Thanksgiving morning too, which we kind of do a deal where we kick the field, and then we kind of do a team Thanksgiving breakfast. A bunch of parents cook. Booster Club comes up here, and we have a big, kind of Thanksgiving breakfast celebration. It's a neat deal, and so then we'll release. We'll get out of here by 10, and everybody can go home and do their Thanksgiving deals with their families and such. But it's an awesome time. Obviously, thankful for a lot of things, but thankful to be playing football still and have an opportunity to be with these guys, and so we'll take full advantage of it.
What's your schedule look like Friday?
Friday, we're going to get early in the morning. We're going to get up here early in the morning, about 7:30, and we've got a few odds and ends things that we do, sticker ceremony and things like that on game day. And then we'll pack our bags, and we're planning on, we got some breakfast coming up here for the boys, and then we'll get on the bus, and then we're going to get down there a little earlier than what we normally would and eat a lunch down there at the stadium, and then kind of be ready to go. Yeah, it's a 3:00 game, so it pushes everything up. But stadium-wise, there's not a ton of people hosting over Thanksgiving, and so Freedom Field has a game at 7:30 that night, I believe, after ours. And so they wanted us to kind of get in there if they could and, get everybody out so that the next crew can kind of come in. So, this time, obviously, Thanksgiving football and then December football, which if we take care of business this week, we'll get a December 1st date, which, those are two big milestones for a lot of football teams, and so we got hit one of them. Now we're going to continue to try to get the other one. So, not having to go to school and worry about classes and things like that, and focus 100% on football makes it fun for the kids. It's a good experience.
Well, talking about that, possible opponents for next week.
Yeah, right now we sit on the side of the bracket where if we win, we'll either face Silsbee or Belleville.
Yeah.
Those two guys are battling it out. It'd be a regional final game, and so. Whoever, you know what I mean? For right now, it's about us and taking care of us. You don't focus on other opponents, but, you got to schedule some things and such like that. But other than that, you just try to fight and make sure that you're ready to go and take care of your business.
Good deal. Well, doing this show this early in the week, or do you plan on having a champion speaker this week?
We're going to try to have somebody tomorrow, if we can. Coach Arroyo's just after practice, real quick. Thursday becomes real quick because of Thanksgiving. Right. We got a little bit of time after practice tomorrow where we'll come off the field, we'll get our weights in, and then we'll have somebody maybe come speak if we can. So
since this is going to be aired Friday and we're doing it on Tuesday. You can go ahead and tell us who the champion speaker was. Or you don't know yet?
I don't know yet. Okay, he had one lined up, but I think he had to back out or something. I don't know yet. Who knows? So
we have a special guest that just walked in, Doug Potek. Doug, you have anything you want to add on the Coach's Show broadcast?
Coach Potek's got to be the longest tetenured coach on staff, right?
That's
He's been
exactly
here
right.
Since 97. He's still here.
Okay.
He's a man of few words, folks.
Yeah, he don't talk very much. Well, I take that back. I hear a lot of him quite a bit, but I don't know. He's red faced right now. So
well, all right. Well, talk about what else is going on in the world of Gobbler athletics.
Yeah, we got girls basketball that plays at Sealy. That plays at Sealy tonight actually, and I think the boys they played their first one last night, got a win. So both of those crews are going, and the girls are playing real well right now. The boys are just kind of getting kicked off, but I know Coach Crane's excited about where the girls are at and how they're playing, and so we're just continuing to rock and roll. They're kind of getting into tournament season. They'll be playing tournaments here after this week.
And you mentioned the boys had their first game yesterday?
Boys had their first game yesterday and got a win, so they're 1-0, and Coach I don't know how you go, Coach Blanc, right?
The senior
Mr. Blanc,
yes.
has taken those guys and he's coaching those guys up right now, and they're getting after it. And it's good that they've gone all fall with just being in off season and such, and so now that their season's actually here, they're getting to play and such, and so it's a good deal.
Good deal. Ray, you have anything else?
Best week of the year. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right.
Good, you know.
For lots of reasons,
Yeah.
not just football, but for a lot. It's my favorite holiday.
It is for
Family,
sure. Food's
changing,
good. Gain a few
food,
pounds
football,
and then figure out how to.
a lot of good.
Every
weather's
week
got-
you're playing's the best week of the year.
That's exactly right.
No, that's
You know, we get to
true.
watch
Next
football on
week will be-
Thursday.
The next week will be the best week.
Yes, it will.
Oh, no,
From
what
here
is
on
it?
out.
Teams to remember playing in December.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
So,
right. Well, Coach, good luck against the Jasper Bulldogs on Friday. Appreciate you meeting with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Mean Green.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Freedom Field in Iowa Colony, Texas, for the regional semifinal match between the Cuero Gobblers coming in with a 12-0 record and the Jasper Bulldogs coming in with an 8-4 record. Ray, they may be 8-4, but they've lost those 4 games to 4 good teams.
Right. One out of Louisiana that was really good on film. They lost to Franklin, who's a defending 3A state champion. They lost to Silsbee in overtime, went for 2, did not make it, and lost 21-20. And they're, who we beat in Reliance Stadium last year. And then they lost to Hampshire Finette 31-28, who we beat last week. And several Division I players, they're loaded with talent, Clay, no doubt. And
they're big.
Yes.
And they're big and fast.
Big and fast, for sure. Ty Anthony Smith, number 4, their captain, standing right on the 50 right now. My understanding is he's an A&M commit. He plays linebacker, middle linebacker, or inside linebacker.
Looks like Jasper won the toss. They deferred, so Cuero will get the ball first, right, Ray?
Right, and I guess I'm going to call that the south end, maybe the southwest end of the field. Really nice facility here. Apparently Alvin ISD incorporates multiple little incorporated towns, Iowa Colony, Manville, Alvin, and I'm not sure where the Shadow Creek School is, but this facility serves four school districts. But Clay, you and I were talking before the game, a third round, by my quick count, sitting here waiting for this to get started, Cuero all time in the third round is 16-4. And when Cuero was undefeated going into the third round, 10-2 in the third playoff game. Lost to 1 on penetrations down in Kingsville against Port Isabel when Mickey Finley and Clint was, I guess, maybe a junior that year. And then we lost one time in the third round to Wimberley later on, but had pretty good success in the third round.
Deep for the Gobblers is going to be number 9, Dalen Gibbs, and number 4, Dayton Varela. Not lined up very deep right now. They want to kind of see what this kicker's going to do. So going into a little wind as well.
Yeah, he pooched what I saw on film most of the time. I would venture to guess that Dayton's going to catch it about where he's standing at the 20, unless they try something funny.
All right, folks, fixing to get this third round playoff kicked off. It is a pooch kick taken by Varela at the 22-yard line. He tries to reverse it. Then he keeps it himself, goes up the middle of the field, breaking tackles to about the 29. So Gobblers will start from their 29-yard line. Starters for the Gobbler offense: quarterback Mason Nataro, running back Kenneth Jackson. Your tight end is Nathan Lucian. Wide receivers are Dayton Varela, Dalen Gibbs, and Walker Dietz. The line is Hayden Carter, Jack Bauer, Cash Cooper, Cody Bishop, and Jaden Winfield. Gobblers come straight to the line with 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Nataro and Jackson in the backfield. Nataro takes the snap, fakes to Jackson, keeps it over the left-hand side. Good first down run of about 5 yards.
5 yards.
It's real important that we don't fall behind the chains against this group, Ray.
Yeah. And what I saw on film, people were able to do what we just did, run the ball and get 4 or 5 yards.
They got a great secondary, folks. So here we go. Same formation. Kenny Jackson is now flopped to the other side of Nataro. Nataro gets the play from the sidelines, and they fake blitz. He picks the ball up off a low snap, throws a screen.
Ooh.
Oh, almost picked off in and out of Kenny Jackson's hands, and almost picked off by the big interior lineman, number 42.
Clay, that was, if the snap had been good and he could have faked a little better, that play was well set up.
Yeah, he had to go down to pick the ball up off the ground, and they were blitzing, and when he looked up, they were right in his face. So here we go, 3rd and 5. Gobblers have 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Nataro rolls to his right, hands off on underneath to Kenny Jackson. Looked like a face mask, but not one thrown. Going to be just short of the first down by about 3 yards. So not much doing there on that 3rd and 5. Gobbler punt team comes out. Brant Patek is your punter. Connor Kubish is your snapper. Good snap by Kubish. Low line drive by Patek. Takes a Gobbler roll. Gets down inside the 20 and picked up and met immediately by about 9 Gobblers. So that's where the Bulldogs will start today on their first drive from their 20-yard line. Defensively for the Gobblers. Nose guard, Hakeem Anderson. The anchor is Connor Kubish. The end is Kason Roy. The rover is Tyron Gomez. The drop linebacker, Jace Gomez. The other linebackers are Sean Dillon Salazar, Brant Patek. Your corners are Kamari Lopez and Kenneth Jackson. And the safeties are Walker Dietz and Jackson Marie. They come to the line in an I formation. Single receiver split to either side. Quarterback under center. Turns and hands off to the running back. He tries to reverse, and ball's out on the ground, folks. They picked it back up, but Jace Gomez was there to meet him right at the corner of the line and stripped that ball out, went straight up in the air and went all the way back to about the 10-yard line. Boy, that would have been huge, Ray.
Clay, you and I talked about it. It's impossible to tell what their numbers are. Who ran that 12, I think, but they got maroon numbers on a black jersey.
So, shotgun formation, 2 receivers split to either side for the Bulldogs. Quarterback looks to his right, throws, caught. Taken down by Tyron Gomez. Caught by Jakeeman Harris, number 7. So they get back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Two receivers split to either side, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, caught from behind, pulls out of it, throws out into the left flat over the intended receiver's head. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Kenneth Jackson. Good pressure there by, I think, Jace Gomez to almost get the quarterback, number 1, Isaiah Coleman, down. But he stepped out of it, overthrew his receiver. 4th down. All right, so Dalen Gibbs set to take this punt at about the 50-yard line. Gobblers, if everything goes good, Gobblers stand to get pretty good field position on this drive. Oh, man. We ran into the kicker very badly, and that's probably going to be the 15-yard variety, Ray.
Yep, definitely.
Barrett Smith just came in straight, untouched, and
well, it's funny. They had the 3 up backs, and nobody blocked him. He went right between them.
Yep, 15-yard penalty on the roughing the kicker. This drive stays alive. Folks, if your screen is blurry, we understand. We not very good quality today as far as the internet, so just bear with us. It may come in and out, but it is probably going to be a little blurry. We apologize for that. All right, here we go. Ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Jasper Bulldogs. Quarterback fakes the handoff, throws to the right, caught by number 3, and taken out of bounds by Kamari Lopez. Raja Garza Adams catches that pass for about 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. All right, we're good, Oscar. All right, folks, handoff over the left-hand side, brought down by Kason Roy, Hakeem Anderson, Brant Patek. Gain of about 1, 3rd and 2. Interior defensive line looks like it's doing a great job of handling their O-line up to now, Ray.
Yeah, as big as they are, you would think they would move people more than they do. But
I mean, I don't want to talk too soon, but up to now they're doing a pretty good job.
The question is what time? How long in the game does the size ultimately wear you down?
Quarterback has plenty of time, throws down the field, got a man over his head, incomplete. Kamari Lopez there on the defense. Intended receiver was again Garza Adams, just over his head, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 2, and it looks like the punt team comes on.
Clay, I told you what I have watched on film, when he throws deep,
yes,
4 out of 5 are going to be overthrown.
And Garza Adams had a step or two on Kamari.
The problem is they throw it deep a lot, so if they hit 1 out of 5, you know what I'm saying, for 40 or 50 yards,
it's money, but
he does like to throw it deep a lot.
All right, Gibbs is deep for the Gobblers. Good kick. Takes a Jasper roll down to about the 8-yard line. So the Gobblers will take over at their 8-yard line. Going to spot it at the 9. 1st and 10, Cuero. If you're just joining us, we've had punts by both teams. No score, no blood. 7:36 left to go in the first quarter, 0-0. Cuero comes to the line with 2 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Jackson, Nataro, and Lucian in the backfield. Gibbs goes in motion, hands off to Jackson over the left-hand side. Big hole, still on his feet, spinning out past the 20. Good run by Kenny Jackson. Good run by Kenny Jackson out to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Cuero.
Picked up 13 in the first down.
2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Jackson and Nataro. They jump. Well, they're going to stop the play.
Did he make contact?
They must have, I think.
I think I'll call it.
They're calling it on us. Man, oh, man. Didn't see that. Maybe I didn't want to see it.
Yeah, every round that you go further, the stakes get a little higher and a little higher, and the kids get a little more, you know what I'm saying, amped. Need to just settle in and play.
All right, here we go. Gobblers come to the line, same formation, facing a 1st and 15. The handoff is to Kenny Jackson over the right-hand side. Big hole. Gets about 10. Going to give him 9, actually.
He was tackled by the turf monster. It's about the 19.
Good run there by Kenny Jackson. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Same formation for Nataro. Hands off again to Jackson. Looks like Jackson took it from him. I don't know if Nataro wanted to give it to him. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Gain of about 1.
Clay, it looks to me like they've got their good linebacker, the A&M commit number 4. He's outside, and it looks to me like they've assigned him to Nataro. That's who Nataro's reading. If he stays, you feel what I'm saying? And I think that time Nataro thought he had a crease and was going to pull it and cut up inside of him.
All right, 3rd and 4 for the Gobblers. Single receiver to the top side. Gibbs goes in motion, hands off to Jackson over the left-hand side, tries to get the corner, does, and gets another Gobbler 1st down. Good running here by Kenny Jackson. Good blocking by the Cuero offensive line. Cuero goes immediately to the line. 3 receivers to the far side. Walker Dietz to the near side. Nataro rolls to his right, cuts up, Throws to a wide open Nathan Lucian right there at the sticks. Going to probably be a little short. Depends on where they spot him. Referees are talking about it now. Yep, they're going to give it to him. Going to be a yard short. So Nathan Lucian just hooked up right there on the sideline. Nobody around him. 2nd and 1. Handoff to Jackson on a delay up the middle. Not going anywhere. No gain, 3rd and 1. Notaro under center. Keeps it himself up the middle. 1st down, Gobblers. Gets it out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Cuero.
Clay, when they changed the rule that you can push the ball carrier, that changed 3rd and short.
Oh, definitely.
From the NFL
all the way,
to the college, all the way to high school.
Yep. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Lucian, Jackson, and Notaro in the backfield. The handoff is to Jackson. They meet him at the line. No gain.
They're going to call
flag on the play.
I think they're going to call personal foul.
On Jasper?
They tore – so one of our guys lost his helmet.
Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
Yep. Hands to the face, Jasper. I think it was against Jack Bauer because he went running off without his helmet. But he came back in because of the penalty. So good turn of events there for the Cuero Gobblers. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of Jasper. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Looks like Sean Dylan Salazar is in the backfield with Notaro now. Notaro keeps it himself around the left side, gets the corner, inside, goes out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. So good run there by Mason Notaro, untouched for a gain of
16.
There we go.
I tell you what, I'm going to say it again. We said it last week. They need to have a rule that kids can't wear yellow shoes. It just looks like, I'm saying, you see a move and you think
he's got yellow shoes and yellow
gloves. Yeah, the number 4's got yellow gloves, but you think there's a penalty and there's not.
Well, the down lineman down here on the end has yellow shoes and yellow gloves. Notaro throws a pass over the middle to Lucian, incomplete, and the Jasper Bulldog stands over him. Referee gets in between them, so incomplete, 2nd down. That ball was a little bit behind Lucian.
Yeah.
So Cuero comes to the line with Lucian and Dietz to the near side, Gibbs and Varela to the far side, Salazar in the backfield with Notaro. Salazar goes in motion. Notaro pumps, throws, corner of the end zone, picked off in the end zone. Looked like Gibbs was turned to the inside, and Notaro threw it to the outside, and Jasper picks it off. So there's the first turnover of the day. Something that Coach Fikach talked about in the coach show you wanted to stay away from.
Yeah, that's, put together 5 first downs and moved it from the 8 to the 21. So you moved it, 39? No, 39, 29. 29 and 42. Moved it 71 yards, and you get nothing to show for it.
Jasper comes straight out to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Quarterback in a shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws out to the right. Good play there by the sophomore Kamari Lopez, but not after a gain of about 8. Caught by number 9, Kiati Armstrong. Kiati Armstrong, folks, is 6'6" or 6'5", number 7 rated player in the state, according to one of the coaches. Handoff to the running back around the right-hand side, breaks some tackles, and then is finally taken out of bounds by Jace Gomez. But not after a Bulldog first down. Ball is going to be spotted at the Jasper 32-yard line. Quarterback takes a snap, looks, pressured, throws out of bounds, incomplete. Hakeem Anderson and Nathan and Connor Kubish were there to pressure him. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. Same formation, 2 to the far, 1 to the near. The handoff is up the middle. Makes one man miss in the secondary, going down the middle of the field. Finally brought down by Kamari Lopez and Tony Perez. But not after a big gain out to the Cuero 41-yard line.
Is that 22?
Quarterback throws to the left. Big cushion there by the cornerback, Tony Perez. Big pass and catch there by the Bulldogs. Gets it down inside the 20.
Jeez, I cannot tell what they're doing. I have no idea what that guy's number is way over there.
Gobbler corners press him now. Met in the backfield by the Gobblers. Barrett Smith was there first to drive him back for a loss of about 5. 4-yard loss, excuse me. 2nd and 14. Yes, you're correct, Ray. The running back is number 22.
Thank you. You got binoculars down there. I appreciate that.
Quarterback drops straight back, throws down the middle of the field. Caught in the end zone by the receiver, number 3. Kamari Lopez had pretty good coverage on him there. He just went up and went over Kamari and brought it in. Touchdown, Jasper. The kicker is Rich Rentera. He drives it through for the extra point, which is good. So with 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Jasper leads 7-0. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back at Freedom Field with Jasper leading 7-0 on a drive that totaled.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays, 80 yards.
Yep.
2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Varela and Gibbs deep. High kick fielded by the Gobblers. Number 7, Braden Hernandez, he takes it upfield, now reverses field, goes up the middle of the field, and gets it pretty deep into Bulldog territory. So good return there by Braden Hernandez to get it down to the 37-yard line of Jasper.
They caught it on the 30, so 20, 30, 33-yard return.
Good return there, 33-yard return by Braden Hernandez, who hadn't returned too many kicks this year, Ray.
No.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Nataro rolls to his right, keeps it himself all the way, tries to get the corner, and looks like they're going to give him about a half a yard gain.
Yeah, they run laterally well, Clay. They just have too much speed. It looked like there was a little crease there. I was thinking 6-8 yards maybe.
Yeah.
And the lineman was quick enough to close it down, give him 1.
Game clock goes under 10 in the first quarter. We're going to run this play off. Fake to Varela. Nataro keeps it himself up the middle. Gets a pretty good gain. That's going to bring up about a third and 5 as the first quarter ends with Jasper leading 7-0. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back at Freedom Field. Start of the second quarter. Gobblers have a 3rd and 4 at the 32-yard line of Jasper. Okay, they moved the chains after swapping the ends of the field, so now it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I thought it was 5. Then I looked on the scoreboard and saw 4, so it's 3rd and 5, folks. Gobblers face to start the second quarter.
And this is definitely 2-down territory from here.
Single receiver split to either side. Whole group of backs in the backfield with Nataro. Jackson, Salazar, Lucian. The handoff is to Salazar over the right-hand side. He tries to stutter step and get it, and he doesn't. He's going to get a gain of about 1. So Cuero faces a 4th and 4. Here we go, 4th and 4 for the Gobblers. Kenny Jackson lined up next to Nataro. Play clock goes under 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We barely get it off. Nataro bobbles the ball and falls on it. Ball goes over on downs. It wasn't a bad snap, was it, Ray?
No, he just didn't catch it. I think he was worried about getting it off on time. I think the timing of, trying to beat the play clock.
Yeah. All right, so Jasper takes over at their 37-yard line. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near. Quarterback fakes, looks, got all kinds of time. Now he's pressured, throws it almost into the Cuero stands. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near. Handoff up the middle, good run, straight up the middle of the field. Don't know if we're going to catch him, folks.
Nope.
Touchdown, Jasper. 62-yard run by Jacovion Adams. Kicker comes out for the extra point. And he drives it through. So with 10:47 left to go in the half, that brings the score to Jasper 14, Cuero 0. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Freedom Field. Cuero trails 14-0 following the 62-yard run by the Jasper Bulldog. The second touchdown off of a turnover. So, man, Ray, we talk about it every game. Turnovers are imperative to not have. So
for sure. You know, the only thing, if you want to be Cuero and you want to draw from something, we were down 14-0, yoke them, what, 6 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes into the game. So it's not like you haven't been in this spot before, but.
All right, Braden Hernandez is going to take it again at about the 31-yard line. Again, skirts some tacklers and then gets out of bounds at about the 39. Flag on the play.
Down.
Block in the back against the Gobblers. Be a 10-yard penalty. So, Cuero will start this drive from their 29-yard line. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far. Jackson, Lucian, and Nataro in the backfield. The handoff is to Jackson up the middle. Good, tough run in there by Kenny Jackson to get it out to the 38-yard line. 2nd and 1. Same formation for the Gobblers. And that's going to be movement on the Gobblers. Center didn't snap the ball when he wanted to, and everybody else kind of were moving. So this should go back 5. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side, Jackson and Lucian in the backfield with Nataro. They jump. Kenny Jackson takes it around the left end, tries to make the corner. Looks like there was a face mask. They don't call it.
Yeah.
Going to be a first down, though. We got a flag on the play. Looks like Jasper jumped. So this play should stand, I would think. Penalties decline. First down, Gobblers at their 47-yard line.
A nice 14-yard run there.
Nataro keeps it himself up the middle. Got some space. Good run there by Mason Nataro on first down. Gain of about 9.
9.
Varela to the far side. Gibbs and Lucian to the near side. Jackson and Sean Dillon Salazar flanking Nataro. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sean Dillon Salazar. That was Braden Hernandez. And we have another botched snap. Ball rolls back. Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, lost 9 yards. Yeah, you just can't cute yourself in the foot.
Yeah,
we've done it we've moved the ball other than when a negative play, and all the negative plays are self-inflicted.
Yeah, 2nd and 1, and now you have a third and 10. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side, Nataro. Hands off to Jackson around the left-hand side, tries to get the corner. The good linebacker, number 4, meets him and throws him out of bounds for no gain, if any, maybe 1. 4th down. Man, oh man. Punt team comes on. Brant Patek on to kick this thing away. Deep for the Bulldogs, number 13, Jacarin Parks. High punt by Patek. Parks takes it about the 25-yard line and goes to the ground. So Jasper will start from their 25-yard line, up 14-0 with about 7:28 left to go in the half. Jasper comes straight to the line.
Need a turnover, Clay.
Yeah.
Need something to shift momentum a little bit.
Get the momentum back on our side. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Quarterback in a shotgun. Takes the snap, looks and throws deep.
Picked
Off by number 4, Dayton Varela. They calling it a pick? Yes, sir. Dayton Varela with the underthrow pick, and there's your turnover, Ray. Good call.
They like to throw deep, like I said, and he overthrows most of the time. That time we were the benefit of an underthrow.
Ball is going to be spotted at the Cuero 46-yard line following the Dayton Varela interception. Gobblers come out on the field with Gibbs and Walker Dietz to the near side, Varela to the far side, Lucian and Jackson in the backfield with Nataro. Gibbs goes in motion. The fake is to Gibbs. The give is to Jackson, and he is blown up by number 4, Ty Anthony Smith. Man, oh man, loss of 6. He read that all the way, Ray.
Yep. Clay, it's very unusual for us. We've only thrown the ball 4 times.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Gobblers facing a 2nd and 16. Nataro rolls to his right. Got a man wide open down the field. Dayton Varela, incomplete. The secondary guy came over there and knocked it away at the last second. Oh, man. Varela was wide open. Nataro waited about a half second too late, I think.
He could have run for a first down, too, I believe, Clay. I mean, there was a scene.
I was watching the Dayton.
Yeah, I wasn't watching deep until you hollered. But no, he was open. If he'd have thrown it a half second earlier, you're right, it'd have been about a 40-yard play.
Here we go, 3rd and 16 for the Gobblers. Nataro drops back. Heaves one down the field, picked off. This thing may get returned quite a ways, folks. Brings it back to the Gobbler 30-yard line. So the 3rd turnover of the game for the Cuero Gobblers results in an interception that's returned back to the Cuero 30.
Yeah, because he picked it at about the 25.
So they're going to spot this thing at the 31. So 1st and 10, Jasper at the Cuero 31. Jasper comes to the line with single receiver split to either side. Quarterback keeps it himself around the left-hand side. Brought down from behind by Barrett Smith. But not after a gain of about 7.
That was a different quarterback, Clay. That was number 7, not number 1. They're running like a wildcat.
You are correct. Number 7, Jakeeman Harris is in there at quarterback. The handoff is to number 12 up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Hakeem Anderson there to stop him. The run, Zakeelan had not. Brings up a 3rd and 4. Tries to get around the left-hand side. Barrett Smith catches him from behind again. Gain of about 1. Going to bring up 4th and 3. Good defensive play there by Barrett Smith. No gain. You're correct. 4th and 4. And the offense stays out on the field. And it looks like Isaiah Coleman, the number 1 quarterback, is back on the field. In the backfield is number 2. Coleman rolls around the right end, throws, caught. Great catch there by number 7, Harris, to secure the Bulldog first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, Jasper.
I think you have to come after him there. I like the blitz. It's just a great throw and a great catch.
Yep. Coleman takes the snap, hands off to the running back, number 2, over the left-hand side. Looks like number 2, Peyton Brooks, brought down by Jace Gomez.
Second and 5 from the 12.
Jasper not hurrying at all. They want to use this clock. Up 14-0. Handoff up the middle, big hole inside the 5, down to about the 2. Finally brought down by Walker Dietz and Tyron Gomez. 1st and goal from the 2 for Jasper. Looks like Jasper brings in a big package. Quarterback now is number 4, Ty Anthony Smith. Direct snap to Ty Anthony Smith over the right-hand side, in for the touchdown.
Okay, you got 3 minutes and 13 seconds left, and your offense almost has to do something.
Yep.
Because they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, you're right. And the extra point is good. So with 3:13 left to go in the half, Jasper now leads 21-0. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back here at Freedom Field. Jasper leads 21-0. 3:13 left to go in the half. Gobblers going to look to try to put some points on the board right before half.
Bad thing is Braden Hernandez is looking straight in the sun. I mean, it couldn't come more straight out of the sun.
He catches it at the 31, takes it up straight up the field, and gets it out to about the 39. Deja vu.
Yep.
Just like last time.
The guy's super consistent. He kicks it to the same spot on the field.
But no block in the back this time.
Right,
so Gobblers will start from their 39-yard line with 3:08 left to go.
Yep.
All right. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Jackson, Lucian, and Nataro in the backfield. Gibbs goes in motion. The give is to Gibbs around the corner. He breaks 1 tackle, cuts to and gets to about the 50. They're going to give him the 49. So good first down run there on the jet sweep for a Gobbler first down. 1st and 10, Cuero from their 49-yard line. Now Dietz and Gibbs line up to the near side. Varella's on the far side. Gibbs goes in motion. The fake is to Gibbs. Nataro keeps it. And, man, they're reading that, Ray, and they're just coming whenever Gibbs goes in motion like that. You see that?
Uh-huh. It's like
Nataro may have been better off giving that thing to Gibbs because they were all over Nataro. So a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. 3 receivers to the far side now. Dietz to the near side. The handoff, a delayed handoff to Kenny Jackson over the right-hand side. He gets the yards back, +1, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. They're going to give him more than that. It's going to be 3rd and 8. The handoff is to Jackson, gets the corner. Breaking tackles, the helmet comes off, flag down. I think they jerked Kenny Jackson's helmet off, Ray.
I think you're right.
So Gobblers may benefit from 15 more yards here.
And it was 3rd and 8, and he got 7 out of it because they got it all the way to the 42.
There we go. Face mask against the Bulldogs. So this thing will tack 15 more on.
27-yard line. We have 3 timeouts. Clock's running. Minute 30. Got to move with a little more urgency here.
Yep. 3 receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Nataro.
We took a timeout.
Yep, we did. All right, we'll take one too, folks. 1:25 left to go in the half. Cuero trails 21-0. We'll be back. All right, we're back following the Gobbler timeout. 1st and 10 from the Jasper 27-yard line. Nataro hands off to Kenny Jackson over the left-hand side. Gain of about 4. Second and 6. Nataro looks, throws, flag on the play.
Tackled him. spun him around anyway. Didn't tackle him to the ground.
Nataro tried to throw a slant to Varela, it looks like, and they were there to interfere. So flags come out.
Yeah, it's going to be a spot foul because it's less than 15 yards. So there should be 1st and 10 for Cuero on the 15. So it's an 8-yard penalty, but it's a 1st down, stops the clock.
All right, 51 seconds left to go in the half. Cuero has the ball 1st and 15. I'm sorry, 1st and 10 from the 15. Single receiver split to either side. Both corners playing them close.
Run the quarterback sweep this way.
He rolls to his right. Got Kubish wide open right inside the 5. Kubish probably should have got out of bounds. Good pass and catch there by Nataro to Kubish. Gets the ball down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 3.
1st and goal, Clay.
1st and goal from the 3, excuse me. And who called a timeout? We took another timeout. So 44 seconds left to go in the half. Cuero has it 1st and goal from the 3. Ray, what do you think?
Well, with the one timeout, if you get back to the line, you can do anything. You can run the ball on 1st down, not call the timeout. You feel what I'm saying? Still run the ball again a second time and call the timeout. Yeah, you got first. I think you can easily run 4 plays in 44 seconds.
Yep.
So I think anything is on the. I think when we ran the play down, we were going this way, Clay, in the first quarter when we ran just the quarterback sweep, and he went 16 yards untouched.
Yep.
We had it blocked well, and we had 2 guys leading on the sweep.
All right, here we go. So we got a big package in. We got everybody tight. Nataro in a shotgun. We got Hakeem Anderson in there. We got Brant Patek in there. The give is to Kenny Jackson around the left-hand side. Number 4 stops him at the 1.
That's all right. Hurry up.
Yep, we got time. 36, 35. Gobblers get immediately to the line, in the same formation. Run the same play. Kenny Jackson follows his blockers. Touchdown, Gobblers.
That's big, right?
Yeah, that's big, man. We needed that. Kenny Jackson over the left-hand side fights to get across the goal line. So the Gobblers are on the board. And folks, we don't have a crowd mic for you today, so you can't hear the Gobbler fans cheering that touchdown. So we apologize. Jimmy Mejia on to kick the extra point. He drives it through. So with 24 seconds left to go in the half, the score is now Cuero is Jasper 21, Cuero 7. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back at Freedom Field following the 1-yard touchdown run by Kenny Jackson. Make the score 21-7 in favor of Jasper. Huge drive that the Gobblers needed to get points on, and they did. Short kick.
Get on it.
Fielded by the Bulldog at about the 27-yard line. We're there to drive him down. Trevor Seals, along with a group of Gobblers, drives him out of bounds with 19 seconds left. Ball's going to be spotted at the 24-yard line of Jasper.
They actually lost yards on that return.
Yeah.
Like 3 yards. Clay, this will be, well, I guess we could get a little more if we get the ball back, but unusual in the sense of we actually possessed the ball 14 minutes and 23 seconds out of 24 minutes in the first half.
And only got 7 to show for it.
Only got 7 to show for it.
Jakeeman Harris, who's your quarterback in a Wildcat, he takes the snap, gets around the left end, breaks a couple of tackles, gets past the 30, and gets taken down by Chase Gomez and Brant Patek. And that's going to be the last play of the half, folks, with Jasper leading 21-7. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. About a little over 3 minutes left to go in the half here at Freedom Field. Ray, you crunched the numbers. Tell us what you see.
Well, surprisingly, first downs, Cuero 11, Jasper 9. Cuero 25 rushes, 92 yards. Jasper 13 for 110, but 63 came on one play. Obviously, we have not passed it much, nor have we passed it efficiently. 3 of 8 with 2 interceptions for only 31 yards. They were 6 of 11 with 1 interception for 78 yards. I'd say self-inflicted, had good drives, had a couple bad snaps, whether I think one was clearly on Nataro, one was was a bad snap, but that killed 2 drives. They converted on their 1/4. They had that 4th and 7, and they made 8 yards on that really good catch, and the guy got one foot down, and they went in to score with that. And the one time we went for it on 4th at about the same point in the field on their end of the fields when we had the bad the snap. Surprisingly, Clay, on first down, Cuero's averaging 6 yards a rush on first down.
Yeah, we've made some pretty good, decent runs on first down.
We've held them to 3.8 on first down. And again, the crazy one, I'm sure we have one game, but we're 13 games in, and I don't know that we've led time of possession at halftime, but we possessed it 14-23 to their 9-37.
And only have 7 to show for it, but the self-inflicted, things that we did to ourselves in the first half. So,
go ahead. I was like, we possessed it almost 4 minutes. The second time we had the ball, we made 5 first downs and possessed it 3 minutes and 53 seconds and threw the interception in the end zone.
Yeah,
and then put together a couple of other times where we had a couple of first downs. And we put together a good drive right for the half, went 61 yards in 8 plays to put it in the end zone to give yourself a chance. If you don't do that and they get the ball 21-0, yeah, it's pretty imperative that I'm not going to say they can't score again, but we got to score before they score.
Yeah, I agree.
If you get down by 21 again, you're having a tall order. If you score and get it to 7, and then at some point the ref's letting this poor cheerleader for Cuero's done like 40 backflips. He stopped standing there. I mean, she did a bunch of them. She went from like the 40-yard line all the way to the end zone. And he's walking. It's like, I better stop. She may fly into me if I keep going.
Folks, some scores of note for Division 4A Division 2. Wimberley is all over Ingleside, 63-14. And here's a shocker, Ray. Texarkana Pleasant Grove, 31. Carthage, 28.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter.
Yep. Gilmer over Aubrey, 10-0, first quarter. And Glen Rose over Seminole, 34-31 in the fourth quarter. So those are just some scores of some games that are going on right now.
Isn't the coach, we beat Pleasant Grove, Travis Reed, but isn't his last name Gibson?
I'm not sure.
I watched a podcast this week, Tepper for Dave Campbell's Texas Football was picking games, and the head coach at Texarkana has won 2 state championships, let's say in the last 15 years at Texarkana Pleasant Grove, and of course the guy at Carthage I think has won like 8 or something. So I mean, you have two head coaches with multiple state championships under their belt going head to head in that one.
All right, so we're about to get this second half kicked off. Bulldogs will receive the kickoff. As the sun has gone down and half the field, a little over half the field is now in shadow. So here we go, Jimmy Mejia set to start this second half. Short pooch kick, fair caught by the Bulldog at the 37-yard line.
That was short. Very short pooch kick.
I guess the coaches know something about their returners.
Turn game, yeah.
Because Mejia, throughout the year, he would have that directional kick right down there in that left corner of the end zone, or left corner of the field, and he could drive it. He's got a leg. So here we go. Bulldogs come to the line. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to the running back. He tries to bounce, then cuts straight up field and is brought down by Jackson Marie with the help of Walker Dietz. Gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. Three receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side now. Quarterback fakes and looks, throws out to the left flat to the running back. He fights for yards and gets the Bulldog first down and more out to about the 50.
That was not good open field tackling, Clay. They should have had him for about a 2 or 3 yard gain, and it'd be like 3rd and 5.
Ball's going to be spotted right at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10, Jasper. Quarterback takes a high snap, hands off to the running back. And Kason Roy there is to meet him and drop him down for a loss of about 4. Good play there by Kason to get in the backfield and put the ball back to the 45-yard line in Jasper's end of the field. Going to be a 5-yard loss, actually, 2nd and 15.
Tell you what, Clay, the maroon on the black is hard, but when they're in the shadow with no lights, it's really hard to see. There, the lights, as soon as I said that, the stadium lights just came on.
Quarterback fakes to the running back, rolls to his right, throws downfield. Incomplete. Oh, no. We got flags back here in the backfield.
Holding on them.
There we go. The early call in the booth is holding on Jasper. Good call, Mr. Reese. That penalty's decline brings up 3rd and 15.
Blitz or no blitz, Clay?
I say you blitz him. Try to get to him.
I think.
What have we gotten to him once today?
Yeah, one time.
All right, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. He drops back, moves to his right, throws a little screen, incomplete.
Attaboy.
Threw it at the feet of his running back, incomplete. 4th down. So that's what the Gobblers needed, was the defense to come out and hold them. Gobbler offense hopefully can come out on the field and put some points on the board.
Good pressure by Tyron Gammas there to get a hand up in the quarterback's face. So
Dalen Gibbs deep for the Gobblers.
Anybody, can y'all tell what the punter's number is? Is it the kicker, 81?
81.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good kick. Turns it over. Gets down inside the 15 to about the 12 and a half. They're going to give him the 13. So good punt there.
42-yard punt with no return. But the key is your defense got them off the field. Give your offense a chance to go to work here.
All right, here we go. Gobbler offense comes out on the field. Dietz and Gibbs to the near side. Varela to the far side. Jackson and Notaro in the backfield. The handoff is to Jackson over the left-hand side. Not much, maybe 1. Going to give him 2. 3 receivers to the near. Notaro keeps it himself over the left-hand side. Gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And that was a good snap, Clay, and he didn't field it cleanly. The ball ended up between his thighs.
No gain. Third and 7. Third and a long 7. Notaro drops back, throws. Good catch by Varela. Makes one man miss. Down the field, down the Gobbler sidelines, inside the Bulldog territory, and they push him out of bounds inside the 30. Big play to Notaro to Varela, down the Gobbler sidelines. Gobblers are in business, folks.
That's that intermediate route, Clay. What I noticed on film was if you throw it in front of them.
Gobblers go quickly. Flags on the play.
Here we go, self-inflicted again.
Yep, because we weren't set. We snapped the ball before we were set, I believe. So that pushes the Gobblers back 5 after the gain of...
Let's see, 34 and 22 is 56.
56-yard Notaro to Varela pass completion. And now the Gobblers start with a 1st and 15.
You got 4 downs here. Don't have to get greedy on first down.
Handoff is to Jackson over the left-hand side. He slips, gets 1. Second and 14. Notaro. Handoff to Jackson again, up the middle. No gain. 3rd and 14. If this is going to be a 4-down territory, Ray, we need to.
Yeah, you got
need to get at least half of it.
Yeah, you got to get 6 or 7 here for sure. Make it manageable.
Jackson goes in motion. Notaro looks, throws, almost picked off a slant. It was intended for Walker Dietz on a slant. The safety came in and almost picked that thing off. Incomplete. Gobbler offense stays out on the field.
Yeah.
Facing a 4th and 14. Three receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Notaro. Throwback to Braden Hernandez. Throwback to Notaro. Got some blockers down the sidelines. Makes one man miss. Gets the first down, I think. Yep, he spotted him right at the marker, folks. Ray, I could have. It looked like Braden Hernandez lined up on the line over there on that far side. Can he come back in motion if he's on the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he can. It was curly and lateral to him, so then he gets credit for the pass to Notaro, but we went from the 32.
He wasn't off the line is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I think he can come in motion. Like he could come all the way around and like set up on this side of the field. Yeah.
All right, a big 4th down conversion there by the Gobblers. Hand off to Jackson up the middle. Couple. Notaro did a great job on that 4th down run to evade one tackler and then dive right at the first down marker and get it. So great job by Mason Notaro to get that first down. 2nd and 8 for the Gobblers. Single receivers split to either side. Delayed handoff to Kenny Jackson over the left-hand side. Makes a couple of people miss. Good, tough running. Gets it to about the 12. So the Gobblers are going to be facing a third and about 4. Third and 4 from the 12-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, trailing 21-7. Nataro in the backfield, flanked by 2 running backs. Fakes, keeps it himself up the middle. Flag on the play. In the area of holding.
Yep. 77.
All right, so the call is on number 70, Jack Bauer, holding. Pushes the Gobblers back because they did get a first down there.
Let's see. So the ball's back out. Okay, so no play.
I'm going to bring up a 3rd and 14. Ball's taken out to the 22-yard line.
It's another one of those, you got to get half of it.
Yeah. Nataro fakes, rolls to his left, gives ground, now is taken down for a loss. You almost got to get rid of it, you know?
Yeah, throw it away.
All right, so here we go. Gobblers get knocked back 2 more yards. 4th and 16. Actually, 4th and 17, huh, Ray?
Let's see. The ball's at the 24.
Not 6.
16, yeah.
All right, here we go. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Varela is your far receiver. Gibbs, Hernandez, and Lucian. But 2 of us moved at the same time. They didn't call it. Thank you. Nataro looks, steps up into the pocket, throws over the head of Braden Hernandez. Open in the end zone. Just kind of sailed on him, Ray.
Yep.
So the ball goes over on downs with 4:29 left to go in the third quarter.
Worst thing about that is you used up 5 minutes and 13 seconds and get nothing out of it.
Well, how about we get another turnover right here?
That would be a good thing to have happen.
Jasper comes to the line with 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback takes a high snap to hand off the running back up the middle. Nothing doing there. No gain. Brought down by Brant Patek. Two receivers now to either side. Quarterback looks, keeps it himself. Throws it downfield, out of bounds. Caught by a Jasper coach. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we were lucky he didn't run. He could have made
Yeah, you're right.
probably a first down. Here we go again, Clay. Got a chance to get it right back.
Two receivers set to either side for the Bulldogs, facing a 3rd and 10 in their own territory. Empty backfield. Quarterback throws. stays on his feet, but then we get there to him, and he gets a 1-yard gain. 4th down.
Good job by the defense.
Good job there by, who is that, Varela? Varela and Gomez out there to hang on to his ankles to give him only a 1-yard gain, so the punt team comes on.
You know, Clay, Gibby hadn't attempted to field a punt yet today. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
The last one, he just kind of stood there and let it go over his head. I don't know if could be what the coaches want.
He's lined up at about his 40-yard line. Short kick. Fair caught by Gibbs at about the 47-yard line. So the Gobblers have pretty good field position with 2:50 left to go in the third quarter, looking to put points on looking to cut cut into this deficit. Gobblers come straight to the line with 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Jackson and Nataro in the backfield. Hard snap. Nataro gets around the corner. Almost tipped and picked off. Defender was on Nataro before he could get around the corner, and he affected the flight of that ball, and it was almost picked off. Two receivers to the far side. Braden Hernandez to the near side. Nataro changes the formation. Gets the play off before the play clock. It cut down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd and 10. Two receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Gobblers facing a 3rd and 10 with 2:10 left to go in the third. Nataro drops back, looks to his left, throws, got a man, in and out of the hands. Dalen Gibbs. Punt team comes on. Brent Patek is your punter. Good snap. Patek hits a line drive that turns over at about the 17-yard line. Bulldogs take it up the middle of the field and get brought down. Flag on the play. Flag come in?
No, I think it's the yellow shoes.
I think you're right.
The yellow shoes.
Travis Seals on the tackle there. So Bulldogs will start at their 31-yard line. Minute 47 left to go in the third. You got to start thinking they're going to bleed some clock, huh, Ray?
Yeah, and we're going to have to start throwing it on every down. We can't take 5 minutes to score.
Bulldogs come to the line with single receivers split to either side. Wildcat formation given to Harris around the right-hand side. He gets a gain of about 7 on first down. 2nd and 3 from the Bulldog 38-yard line. Harris fakes and keeps it this time. Enough for a Bulldog first down. Gets taken down right at the sticks. First and 10 from their 41-yard line. Game clock goes under 1 minute left in the third.
Yep, time is their friend and our enemy at this point, Clay.
Yes, sir.
We need a turnover or a negative play that gets you into a punting situation. But they're just going to run this wildcat play after play after play.
Yep, and he
picks up another first down.
Yep, picks up 12 yards on first down for another Bulldog first down. And that will probably be the last play of the third quarter, folks, with the Gobblers trailing the Jasper Bulldogs 21-7. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back here at Freedom Field for the beginning of the fourth quarter. Jasper has the ball first and 10 on the Cuero 46-yard line, up 21-7. Bulldogs stay in a wildcat formation, snap the ball directly to the quarterback. He keeps it himself, and he gets dropped for 2. Hakeem Anderson along with Travis Seals and Barrett Smith, and he comes off limping.
I was just fixing to say, if Seven's in the wildcat, you got to figure he's not going to throw it. So you got to send the house.
Sure. So we have an injury timeout on the field. Number 7, Jakeeman Harris, the ball carrier, who is your wildcat.
We don't get to do many games, Clay, where commercial airlines fly right down you can see up to your left.
Oh yeah. All right, so he goes off on his own, which is a good sign. Number 1, Isaiah Coleman, the starting quarterback, comes back in. Bulldogs facing a 2nd and 12.
Yep, we got to get him off the field here and get the ball back.
Single receiver split to either side. The handoff up the middle. Good, tough run in there. Gets it down to where it's going to be about a 3rd and 3.
At 22 or 12, doesn't matter. I think it's 22.
22. All right. Coleman flanked by running backs all around him. Facing a 3rd and 3.
Oh, they moved.
They moved, yep.
That helps.
That helps. 3rd and 8 now. All right, Gobbler defense needs to rise up here. Travis Seals goes out. Tyron Gomez comes back in. Quarterback looks to throw, throws downfield. Great play there by Kamari Lopez to knock that thing away.
Yeah.
Quarterback just kind of threw it up, and Lopez went up with his right hand and just knocked it away. So that'll bring up a fourth and 8 for the Bulldogs. Punt team comes on. Better yet, it stopped the clock, Ray.
Yeah. Well, we still have life, but you got to score. We got to score, hold them, and score. Not much margin for error at this point, but your defense did what it had to do.
Dalen Gibbs deep for the Gobblers, lined up at about his 11-yard line. Oh, ball hits him in his face mask. Gobblers follow the ball. Gobblers have the ball on the Bulldogs' 40-yard line following the botched snap by the Jasper Bulldogs. So big play there for the Gobbler defense. Fortunate play there for the Gobbler defense.
Let's see, the ball was at the 44, so that's 6 and 10, a 16-yard loss.
All right, Cuero comes out on the field 1st and 10 from the Jasper 40-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Natara rolls to his right
Now,
and is hit and throws an interception. Ball is intercepted. Bulldogs have the ball back.
did the guy hitting him cause it to be?
Yeah.
Did the ball came out funny?
He hit him right when he got rid of it, and I think that kind of affected the pass.
Messed up the trajectory. Oh, geez. All right. Well, your defense is being asked to do it one more time.
Bulldogs come to the line. Wildcat formation, number 4. Ty Anthony Smith takes the snap, keeps it himself over the right-hand side. They're just power football now, Ray.
Yeah, just running the clock. We've got Potex down in a defensive end, and he was coming underneath that time, and they just grabbed his arm, and he was, how defensive linemen are flailing with one arm trying to get the attention of the official, and he didn't call it.
Again, Smith over the right-hand side. Gain of about 2. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. All right, big play here for the Cuero Gobblers. We get there. I'm not sure. Well, his second effort gave it to him. Golly, man. Brant Patek was back there in the backfield. He spun and looks like he got the first down by 1 yard. First and 10, Jasper at their 49-yard line.
Yep, 7 plus 2 plus 2 is 11. That gets you 3 more downs.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Coleman back in the backfield as your quarterback. He fakes, throws it out into the left flat. Downfield, good gain there by number 7, Harris, to get another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, he came out gimpy, but he's back in there playing.
Two receivers split to one side, to the near side, 1 to the far. First and 10, Jasper. Handoff up the middle. He bounces it around the outside, inside the 20, and then he's taken down. Another big run, another big first down run by the Bulldogs. First and 10 from the Cuero 19. Bulldogs come to the line. Snaps it with 2 on the play clock. Gain of about 1. Your runner was number 12, had not.
Didn't Texas Tech used to have a good running back named Hadnot?
Yeah. James Hadnot.
James Hadnot. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was trying to remember what his name was.
2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Game clock is at 6:15. High snap. Quarterback looks to throw. Lofts it up. Oh, wow. Deflects out. Big number 9 had it in his hands. We knocked it out of his hands, and it fell right into the hands of another Bulldog.
Number 3.
Touchdown, Jasper. Man, oh, man.
Some days it's just not your day, Clay.
After seeing that, no.
Well,
because we were there, pretty good coverage.
Yeah.
Put a hit on him, knocked the ball out of his hands, and it just drops into his teammates' hands. And the point after is good. So 6:05 left to go in the game. That brings the score to Jasper 28, Cuero 7. We'll be back. Man. All right, folks, we're back here at Freedom Field. Gobblers trail 28-7.
Okay, we just haven't been able, I mean, even in the second half, other than the 56-yard pass, I mean, we haven't been able to muster anything.
Fielded by Gibbs at the 16-yard line. I'm sorry, the 24-yard line. He takes it out to about the 40.
It's Varela, I believe, Clay.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah, you're right.
Let's see.
So Cuero will start at their 41-yard line.
Where do you catch it, Clay? Where are you going to?
I think about the 24-yard line.
24,
right?
so we'll give him 17. Okay. Nice return.
2 receivers split to either side. Gobblers down 21 points with 5:55 left to go in the game. Nataro looks, throws downfield, picked off. Had Gibbs, but just underthrew it a little bit, and the Bulldog jumped up and snatched it out of the air.
Well, you hate to see that for a senior who's been a great leader for 2 years. He's not going to want to remember that his last game he threw 4 picks, but sometimes the football gods are not on your side.
All right, here we go. Direct snap to the quarterback over the right-hand side. They finally blow the whistle. The runner was number 2, Peyton Brooks.
Cuero called timeout, Clay.
Cuero uses their first of 3, right, Ray?
Yes, first of 3, 2 left.
All right, here we go. Jasper comes to the line facing a 2nd and 4. Ball spotted at the Cuero 45-yard line. Again, kept by Brooks up the middle, and he gets a first down.
Picked up 8. Yeah, they're milking every second of it, and rightfully so.
Yep.
5 minutes left to go in the game, 16 on the play clock, and they'll let at least 10 of the 16 go.
Hands off over the right-hand side. Another big gain on first down. First down, Bulldogs. Handoff around the left end. He tries to stretch it. Gets a couple. Late flag.
Yeah, they're going to call holding. He waited a long time to call it. I think he was like, there's 4 minutes left to go in the game. Should I call it? But he held him. If nothing else at this point, if you're Cuero, you used to play for pride. You don't want them to score. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, we only have two first downs in the second half on that opening drive after we held them. You know, we got down to the 12-yard line and then had the holding call. Again, self-inflicted.
Yeah.
We just have killed every drive with a bad snap or a hold, or give Jasper credit. They've played well.
Hands off to the running back over the right-hand side. Ball's on the ground, wasn't it?
Yeah, they fumbled it.
They fumbled it and picked it up and advanced it 2 yards. Wow.
Again, everything's bouncing Jasper's way.
All right, so 3:26 left to go in the game. You know, give some shout out to these seniors this year: Kenneth Jackson, Tyron Gomez, Dalen Gibbs, Brant Patek, Jacob Keller, Joseph Barfield, Mason Nataro, Dustin Julin, Nathan Lucian, Travis Seals, Hakeem Anderson, Alex Brown, Savon Wilson, Jack Bauer, Brandon Hahn, Cody Bishop, Preston Cook Anderson, and Garrett Mills.
Yeah. I'd like to get the ball back. Not that it means anything, but, you know, Dalen Gibbs had 850-something yards receiving after 8 games, and he's like at 983 right now. I mean, the last 4 games he needed 23 yards today, and he got 1 for 10.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 18 for the Bulldogs. Direct snap to the quarterback over the right-hand side. Brought down by Kason Roy. Gobblers take their final timeout with 3:20 left to go in the game. Ray, I guess this is as good a time as any. You know, you and I have talked. This is probably going to be our last year.
That would be correct. We've talked about that,
and so, you know, it's been a pleasure doing it with you. This is our 9th year, and I can say that in our 9th year we've had 3 semifinals that we've called, 2 quarterfinals, 2 by-district games, and a state championship, and then of course today's regional semifinal game. So it's been a pretty successful 9 years,
yes,
Ray.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun, and you've been great to do it. It amazes me how gracious all the people in Cuero are. I'm sure it happens to you too, but it's amazing how many people say something during the week, you know what I'm saying, or start talking about it in June or whatever. And of course, as time has gone on and we've been able to live stream, we couldn't do it without Oscar and Robert and all the people who make all of that kind of stuff happen.
Well, that's you followed what I was going to say. I want to thank Oscar Ray and Robert Post for what they've done over the last, 3 or 4 years that we've been allowed to live stream. That's been a good deal. These guys have done a ton of work. We do the easy part up here. We'll turn the reins over to John Eric Rodriguez and whoever he chooses to call these games next year.
Yeah, and and I know I was lucky enough to be asked to do stats and start doing stuff with Roy and Joe all the way back to 2004. So this is 20 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, you've been doing a whole lot longer than me.
20 years for me, and so I've seen Case Keenum, who's played against Cuero, who's been in the NFL for forever, made millions of dollars. I've seen J.K. Dobbins, who's in the NFL right now. A ton of good Cuero kids. As you said, you and I, what a day that was at AT&T to call the state championship game when Jordan Whittington set the all-time classification of all classifications, all-time record for rushing yards in a state championship.
And probably points scored.
Yes. And, we're able to win that. And how many novices like you and I can say that we were right next door to the Brad Sham booth
exactly.
in AT&T Stadium?
That was something else.
Yeah. We've had people call us from around the world. I mean, we've had people listening on virtually every continent over the years.
And it blows our minds every week when Oscar tells us how many devices are out there watching.
No,
so
for sure.
We appreciate everybody out there watching and listening. It's been a good run. All right, here we go.
Big fourth down.
Big fourth down. 4th and 9 for the Bulldogs. They stay out on the field. 2:30 left to go in the game. Quarterback drops back, rolls to his right, throws. Oh, in and out of the hands of, who is that, Varela? No.
Actually, better that he didn't intercept it because now we get it on the 20.
Kamari Lopez almost had that thing, but you're right.
Get it on the 3.
I was thinking there was going to be another.
No, I thought they were going to flip it and they were going to catch it. I thought the same thing too.
So, Gobblers take over. Nataro comes to the line, rolls to his right. Got a man wide open. Walker Dietz catches it and is brought down about the 25-yard line. So good blown coverage there by the Jasper Bulldogs secondary. Gobblers get a big chunk of yards.
Let's see, 27 and 25, 52 yards.
First and Jasper takes a timeout with 2:03 left to go.
Yep, we've had a 56-yard pass in the second half and a 52-yard pass. It's not many drives where you have a 56-yard pass and don't score any points on it, though, which was the case earlier in the second half.
All right, so Jasper calls a timeout following the long pass from Nataro to Dietz. They want to talk about coverages. So we'll see here. Gobblers come to the line. 2 receivers split to either side. Refs take their time to get back in position. Now they say they're ready. Nataro drops back, looks down the middle of the field, got a man open. Nathan Lucian out of the backfield. He gets forced out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Good pocket presence by Natara. You'd like to see him have a good drive here just for psychological purposes, if nothing else.
Yeah. You know, Mason Nataro, Gobblers are losing a good one. You know, he set some Gobbler records last year.
Last year. Oh, gosh, yeah. Touchdowns responsible for, lapped all the old records for sure.
Nataro takes the snap, looks to his right, keeps it himself up the middle, gets down inside the 15-yard line, first down, Gobblers. Moves the chains. Rolls to his right this time and is bottled up. Situation like that, you just kind of...
You got to throw it away.
You get out that far outside the pocket, just sail it into the stands. Stop the clock, and we have a late flag. And he's looking at the Gobbler sidelines. Oh, sideline warning on Jasper. Okay. I thought the head guy looked over at our sidelines.
Yeah, right? That's what I thought
when he threw it.
Interesting here, the lights are LED. I mean, they're a little bitty. They're not spread out, but it'll be interesting once it gets dark. See how bright they are.
Nataro looks to his left, pressured, and is taken down again. Looked like he was trying to throw it across the field to Varela, but they got to him before he could get it off. So another loss, 3rd and long. Game clock goes to 30 seconds and counting. Nataro drops straight back. They come for him, and they get him. And that is going to be the last play of the ball game, folks. With your final score, Jasper 28, Cuero 7. Jasper moves on to face either Silsbee or Belleville. They play tonight.
What was anybody have the final on Texarkana Pleasant Grove? And you have it on your phone down there, Clay?
Yeah, I can look. All right, so Texarkana got beat by Carthage 34-31.
34-31.
Yep. Well, folks, thank you for watching. The Gobblers had a great season, ended the season 12-1, regional semifinalists. And, Ray, I've enjoyed it.
Oh, it's been fun, Clay. It's been fun.
Again, we want to thank Oscar and Robert for all they do, and we couldn't have brought this broadcast to you every week without those two guys. So, and we want to thank the Cuero ISD Technology Department too. So,
yeah. Well, and I think just to put everything in perspective, I mean, how many, I know everybody in Cuero will be disappointed. You and I are probably a little disappointed too. The kids, your heart breaks for them. But I mean, year after year after year to have the success that Cuero has, it speaks for itself.
Sure.
Nothing else needs to be said. Good job by Coach Fekoch and his staff this year, and I know they're not going to be happy tonight, but, when you look back on it, there's not many teams that go 12-1. So,
even though that tonight ended with a loss, congratulations to Coach Fekoch and his staff in what they did with this team this year. 12-1. There's not too many teams in the state that win 12 games.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And you can always tell and it's rightfully so. It always hits the seniors harder than it hits anybody else because, there is the reality. I know some people get to play in college. You were one of them, but a lot of people don't. It's that you're never going to put a helmet and shoulder pads on again and play again.
Right.
Because you don't do that on Saturday afternoon
Yep.
in the